Nearly every major media outlet, except for one, is saying no thanks to the Pentagon's controversial new press policy. The deadline to sign was Wednesday, and most just didn't. So what exactly is in the policy that has reporters and editors returning their press passes? Let's break it down. So under the Defense Department's new rules, journalists have to agree not to gather or publish any material that hasn't been officially approved, even if that information isn't classified. Even unclassified information would need a green light before it can be made public. So basically, unless a Pentagon official signs off, you can't publish it. Traditionally, journalists used to use unnamed sources, military or civilian, to report on unclassified or even some sensitive topics, as long as it didn't break any classification laws. Reporters would also lose the ability to move freely through many parts of the Pentagon, instead of walking through certain unclassified areas on their own, as they've been doing. They need to be escorted by a Pentagon official in some spots. And if media outlets refuse to sign this agreement, they risk losing their press credentials altogether. And if a reporter signs it but breaks the new rules, they could be banned from the Pentagon. So it's not surprising that nearly every major media outlet, Fox News, the New York Times, the Washington Post, AP, CNN, NBC, ABC, CBS, just to name a few, has flat out refused to sign. They're calling it a direct threat to press freedom and a violation of the First Amendment. They also feel this gives the Pentagon a voice in how their stories about military and defense issues are presented to the public. One outlet did sign, though, One American News Network. And Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, he seems just fine with the refusal of media outlets to cooperate. Here he is waving goodbye to the New York Times. Hegseth defended the policy, saying access to the Pentagon is a privilege, not a right. He even released a list, Department of War press credentialing for dummies, explaining the new rules. And he pointed out that the Pentagon's media access rules are now similar to those at any other U.S. military base. Now, the Pentagon Press Association and several press freedom groups say the policy is not only unconstitutional and could intimidate reporters and government employees, potentially criminalizing ordinary news gathering. It's being argued that this is less about protecting national security and more about controlling the narrative. Hegseth himself is under investigation by the Department of Defense Inspector General for allegedly using the secure messaging app Signal to talk about military operations and accidentally adding a journalist to the group chat back in March. Do you feel the Pentagon's new press rules are a serious threat to journalism? Let us know below in the comments.